eSIMs are one of the easiest and most affordable ways to stay connected while traveling. They have plans that work all over the world, and they save you from purchasing those $10+ a day international plans from your carrier. They might seem complicated, but once you know how to use them, they are so simple. In this video, I'm going to show you how to purchase, install, and use an eSIM step by step. If you're new here, hi, I'm Brenda from Bon Voyage Brenda, my channel where I share travel tips and experiences to help you travel better. If that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to like this video if you find it helpful. So what exactly is an eSIM? A SIM card is a data chip that connects your phone to your carrier and makes it work. This used to be a physical SIM card that your provider would give you that you had to insert into your phone, and you could remove it and change it with other physical SIM cards. Newer phones now have digital SIM cards, also known as eSIMs. This makes everything so much simpler because you no longer need a physical card. When you were traveling, you used to have to wait until you landed at the airport and look for a SIM card vendor to buy a physical SIM card to put into your phone. But thanks to eSIMs, now you can purchase one for wherever you go in the world ahead of time, download it at home, and have it ready to go as soon as you land. That means right when you get to the airport, you can call an Uber, get directions for public transportation, and send a text home to let your family know that you've arrived safely. Before you buy an eSIM, there are a couple things you need to check. First, you need to make sure that your phone is compatible with an eSIM. Most new phones are, but if you're not sure, just dial *#06# and hit call. If your phone supports an eSIM, you'll see an EID number pop up. That's simple. You'll also need to make sure that your phone is unlocked. When you purchase a phone from a carrier, that carrier will lock your phone to their network. That means that it won't work on another network and an eSIM won't work for you. If your phone's locked, no worries. All you have to do is call your carrier and they can unlock it for you pretty quickly. If you owe money on your phone though, they won't be able to unlock it and an eSIM won't work for you. Once you know that you can use an eSIM, it's time to choose a provider. There are a lot of different eSIM providers out there like Olafly and Saley. Personally, I always use Airalo. I think that they're really easy. They have eSIMs for pretty much everywhere in the world, and they start at just $4 for a data plan. I've used Airalo in about a dozen countries and never had an issue. If you want to try Airalo, you can use my code and get $3 off your first eSIM. So now I'm going to walk you through step by step how to purchase your eSIM, set it up, and use it. Now this is all examples using Airalo and an iPhone. If you're using a different type of phone or a different provider, the steps are still going to be pretty similar, and whatever provider you choose is going to give you directions. The first thing you're going to want to do is download the app. You can purchase an eSIM off the web, but I personally like the app for managing all of my eSIMs in one place. Next, you're going to select the destination, country, or region that you're going to, choose a data plan based on your needs, and complete your purchase. That's it. You're ready to install your eSIM. Now, don't worry. Even though you purchased an eSIM for a certain amount of time, installing it now will not activate it. That time won't start counting down until you land in the country where the eSIM is for, and it connects to the network. Also, before you start installing your eSIM, you're going to want to make sure that you have a good Wi-Fi connection. I recommend doing this at home before you leave so everything is set up. If for some reason your Wi-Fi is interrupted during installation, it could cause issues with the eSIM. So just make sure your Wi-Fi connection is stable. Now you're going to open the app, go to My eSIM, select the eSIM you want to install, and tap Start Installation. Make sure that once installation is started, you don't exit the app. When prompted, tap Allow. Activate. Then tap Continue and wait for the installation to complete. This can take a few minutes, so just be patient. Finally, when it's installed, select Done. Now you may be asked to label your eSIM. I highly recommend naming all of your eSIMs, especially if you travel a lot like I do, because you might end up with a lot of different ones and you don't want to be accidentally using the wrong one. I always give eSIMs the name of whatever destination I'm going to. So when prompted, click on Label for your plan. Under Custom Label, write the name you want. This is where I put in the destination name. Then click Continue. Next, you'll be asked which eSIM you want to be your primary. For now, just keep everything as the number you're currently using, and we'll change this when you land. Then you should see a screen that says your eSIM is installed. You can select OK and be done, or how to connect if you want the instructions on connecting when you land. Once you land in your destination country, your eSIM won't just automatically work. There are a few steps we need to do to turn it on. So once you land, go to Settings, tap Cellular, select your eSIM, and turn the line on. Now, you may have to exit out of this back to the cellular menu and then select your eSIM again for the options to populate. I know that this is what happens when I use my phone. Once that page has options, you're going to scroll down and turn on data roaming. Go back into the cellular menu, scroll up to cellular data, choose your travel eSIM, and you should be connected within minutes. If service doesn't come through, you may need to turn your phone off and on again, and this should solve the problem. Now, most eSIMs just have data, not talk or text. Personally, I leave my primary number on for talk and text because my provider doesn't charge me for calls or text messages while I'm traveling. You'll want to check with your provider ahead of time. Most of the time, it's going to cost about 25 cents per minute for talk and about 10 cents per text message. Now, an important tip that I learned the hard way is that you can choose which apps use your cellular data. Go to Settings, Cellular, and scroll down to the bottom to select which apps you want to allow to use cellular data. I didn't know this the first time I used an eSIM, and all of my photos were backing up to the cloud using my cellular data, and I wiped out an entire eSIM in a day. So make sure that anything with large amounts of backup is turned off on cellular data, and it'll back up when you're on Wi-Fi. Using an eSIM is one of the easiest and most seamless ways to stay connected while you travel. You'll have data the moment you land, and it just makes the entire experience so much easier and more pleasant. If you're planning a trip soon, save this video to help with your eSIM installation or share it with a friend who might need this info as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.